Hey everyone. This is the beginning of a series I'm going to call MT Tricks and Tips. It's musical theater tricks and tips. Mostly for piano music and musical theater, difficult passages and whatnot. This first edition is going to be from Waving Through a Window, an excerpt. This is a wonderful song from the new musical Dear Evan Hansen, which has kind of come out on the scene in a big way, won a lot of Tony Awards. It's by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, and a wonderful piano arrangement by Alex Lacamoire and Justin Paul. We're going to look at measure 52 through 54, and I'm just going to play really, really slowly. Obviously that's much slower than the way that the song actually goes, but we have a bunch of challenges in this passage, including and mostly jumps. That here's the first one, and here jump, another one left hand, then again the right, again, and then again. So basically what we're going to look at here are some possibilities for fingerings that can make things a little bit easier, and ways to practice it to make your brain and your muscle memory get a little bit more attuned to moving very, very quickly and smoothly, and still being able to shape these great lines. So first we're going to look. I don't have really big hands, so I usually reach for the 2 here. Slightly bigger hands, you can do what I think is a better fingering. Go for the 3, and then just kind of do this rotating, smooth movement to get there. And then you're right here. Yeah, and then I'd highly suggest getting the 3rd finger here, and going for the jump. Go for 2 in your left hand on this jump. At the same time, grab this octave with your 4, so you can make this walk up a little bit smoother. Yeah. And then the end of that phrase is pretty much brute force. You really got to just plow through there and hope you practice well and play the right notes. So that leads to the next subject, which is how to practice a passage like this and how to speed it up. I'd highly suggest something that actually I got to give a shout out to Robert Jordan at Fredonia. I don't think he teaches there anymore, but he was a wonderful pianist, and he helped me out with I think it was like a Haydn sonata when I was like 12 years old. The section. And he gave me all these patterns to practice in. And one of them was like this. And the more you speed that up, then when you do like the real one, and you find you can play things much faster than you would ever have to, it just kind of like makes things much easier once you master the patterns. So let's do slightly easier patterns with this. I think 2 patterns would be very, very useful. One of them, let's call this pattern 1. It's turning the 8th note into a dotted rhythm. So you can do hands together or separately. It's a little tricky to think about this with the ties that go over the bar, but I'll play it anyway. So it's So that's pattern 1. Here it is a little faster to show once you work up the speed. Yeah. And now pattern 2 would be the opposite. So you do da-da, da-da, da-da with the 8th notes. Yeah, a little bit more difficult, I think, because it has more of the jumps in it. A little faster. Yeah. So kind of drilling that over and over again will help you out. But do it the same way that you would speed up something that you were playing in the rhythm that it actually is in. You know. If you pause in between those phrases too, you know, to really I find sometimes it's easier to do it faster with the pauses. And you can really find where the problems are, because obviously that's very, very fast, so you kind of have to, you know, but then go back to a moderate tempo. You find in general it's going to be extremely easy to play these things once you actually spend the time. Like I just did that in fast motion, but spread that out over 20 minutes or so and you'll really be reprogramming your brain. Let's do it in context. That's it for edition 1 of MT Tricks and Tips. Let me know if you thought it was useful. Bye guys, thank you.